Oh, watch Kyo's guide. Are we guide maxing? Are we guide maxing? Okay, Arcane is amazing.
Hello guys,
oh,
in this video I show you a fast generic guide for Arcane. First of all, she's my waifu. Arcane is the first operator who have two skill sets based on her stats. She can be either support or DPS depending on the build. When using supportive skills, she's a strong unit who can add existing infliction to enemies on field, greatly increasing infliction applying efficiency. Besides, she will provide cryo and natural susceptibility, making her top tier for cryo and natural teams. While using DPS-wise skill set, she's very easy to use and have a higher damage multiplier for all skills compared to support one. With a short combo cooldown, which refund skip points, her main job with this build is deal massive damage, while affecting enemies with very long duration corrosion debuff, and insanely high ultimate multiplier up to 1440%. Support Arcane is the missing piece for top tier arts team, while DPS Arcane is very beginner friendly due to her simplicity and it doesn't require you to have other limited operators. Let's take a look into her skill set to have a better idea. First, the talent will change her skill sets based on her statistics. When her intellect is greater or equal to will, she will enter Array Arcana Intellect. Elsa will enter Array Arcana Will. And then Ultimate Gloom Purge is improved. Under Arcana Int, during Ultimate, Arcane gains some Arts Amp, while under Arcana Will...
Is that Tang? Yo, chat, is Arcane gonna make my Tang unhomeless? Because my Tang has been homeless for 20 years, by the way. My E1
When Sequence 1 and Sequence 2 of the Ultimate deals damage to enemies, she also applies natural and cryo susceptibility to enemies. Attribute requirement to change Array Arcana is only based on her raw stats provided by her own level.
Okay, what team should I cook with my current roster then?
I added a new module.
Alright, chat, look at this roster and tell me how are we gonna cook this?
Shall we see how it performs?
How are we gonna cook this, bro? Just pull no joke, bro. As a free-to-play, you can't just pull everything, bro. As a free-to-play, you need to strategize your pulls, bro. You need to strategize your pulls. I mean, my Zhuangfang E team as well as the Leva team is more or less settled, right? So the ones that does not... Okay, wait. I could just do this. Hold up. Formation.
Let me see.
Let me... Okay, this team, fantastic. Settled. The end. Second, why is my team 2 the exact same as team 1, bro? What the fuck? Second team, we have our Levitain. Into Camille. Into Wolfguard. Where is Wolfguard? Eh? Oh, that wasn't even Camille. Shit, I'm fucking blind, bro. I don't have a lot. Wait, chat, I don't have a sustain for this team, chat.
Or let it be the reverse.
I only have one Ardelia, chat. Gilberta, I don't fucking have Gilberta, bro. Bro, I don't have Gilberta. Okay, if I run a sustain here. Okay, that, to be completely fair, our Knights Enfield doesn't need two teams. Alright. Our Knights Enfield does not need two teams. So, like, we could just stick with this. Alright, so Ardelia is gonna be here. And then Ardelia is also gonna be here. And then... What the fuck is this team, guys? It's a silly team. So I just said 6 stars. Go. I mean, I have used my Mifu Amber team to a great degree of success, though. I was literally using this team to clear contingency contract 40. Right? Silly Chen and Pokke.
I'll leave the tactical briefing.
But, like, the problem is, I don't have a team for Tang Sahur, guys. I don't have a team for Tang Sahur. So I'm guessing we get Tang, Sao He. Oh, Tang, Sao He, Arcane, Kuri.
A logical choice.
Ah. Honestly, you know what, chat? I actually have a super fucking good question for our Knights Enfield mains, chat. Why the hell do we need so many teams anyways? Bro, we don't even need 2 teams, bro. So why the hell are we building a 4th team? Bro, we are playing this like we have anomaly arbitration, bro. There is no anomaly arbitration. So why are we building 4 teams in version 1, bro? We haven't even crossed version 2. This is version 1, by the way. Bro, I think this is straight up the definition of being greedy and stupid. Because how the hell are we gonna use 4 different teams when the only endgame content in this game basically just needs 1 team? You get what I'm saying? It's for fun. Oh, it's for fun. In the future, there's a call block by mechanics. I have no doubt they will be adding call block mechanics on. It's like the classic shield environment and like the anti-shield environment, right? But like when that day comes, then wouldn't there be a solution by version 2? Then why the fuck would I care too much about a version 1 DPS? It's like imagine pulling for Jingliu, Topaz, Argenti, Sela, Jingyuan, bro. Who the actual fuck cares? Because by the time version 2 comes out, there's gonna be Acheron, there's gonna be Fei Xiao, and then later on, before you know it, none of the version 1 teams are gonna see play ever again unless we got a Nova Flare. This is not the same proof. Bro, tell me our Knights Enfield will not bench that version 1 DPS, bro. Promise me that our Knights Enfield all version 1 DPS will be as good as a version 2 DPS. Promise me that right now, chat. What game is that on the right? That's an excellent fucking question, Ali Seville. If you want to check out what game that is, it is actually gonna be exclamation Phantom on, a completely idle RPG gacha game where we are basically using our idle RPG gacha to proceed with the enemies, getting our friends together and leveling up our journey at exclamation Phantom on, right? Okay, but anyways, yeah, chat, am I right or am I right, chat? Okay, then skip to, okay, no. It is not a matter of you don't pull for anything. Because that is not how you play gacha games, right? Like, what's the point of playing gacha games? It's just not going to pull anything. But it's called moderation, bro. Right? We need to moderate ourselves. If Bob is the example of a well-moderated team when it comes to pooling resources, then whoever this fuck-ass is, wait, what is bro's name? Bobu, right, bro? Bobu is the literal direct opposite of Bob because bro legitimately fucking pulling for every single DPS, and it is just version 1, by the way. It's literally just version 1. So I think we need to chill a little bit, moderate my nuts, bro. Okay, pull out your nuts right now. I'll moderate them immediately, bro. Don't just say it, bro. Bro, don't just say it, right? Pull out your nuts right now. I will immediately moderate them. How about that, right? Okay, anyway, back to the video, right? Back to the video. Arcane guy.
Talents, potentials, weapon, and gears.
I'm
Her
gonna
second
change
talent will make corrosion applied by Arcana last longer, and the debuff effect is stronger than normal corrosion. The battle skill will create a grid, dealing natural damage and applying natural infliction to
what the fuck? Okay, I think you type way too much. That's why it got like auto-modded. Okay, Arcane, Dang Dang, Zaoge, Akikuri is the best team right now. Maybe the idol will work with her too, but if you need 1 character, I like how he typed 1 instead of the word 1. Because if you type 1, it's gonna show up as another emote. 1 character between this update. If you want Zhuang Fang Yi to get stronger, then save and pull for Idol Girl because she is a healer. And we don't have any healer right now. Only 1. Okay. So if you only use 1 team, you need to be stronger than 1. Okay, so TLDR, we pull for the healer girl, right? Okay, thank you. Have a nice day while pulling for the healer girl, right? Like, thank you.
enemies in AoE.
Okay.
Arcana Intellect will deal more damage. Arcana will pull enemies in a small AoE. The combo skill have different trigger conditions. For Array Arcana Intellect, it triggers when natural infliction or at least 2 stacks of non-natural inflictions are applied to enemies. Arcane then applies natural or nature and cryo susceptibility to enemies while dealing nature damage in a small AoE. It will also apply imprisonment, which slows down. When the debuff ends, it will trigger an explosion damage. Hitting enemy under imprisonment with battle skill can return some skill points, ends imprisonment early and applies another instance of nature and cryo susceptibility while dealing multiple hits of bonus damage after short delay. In its form, the combo skill cooldown is shorter and have higher damage multiplier for second sequence. While in a rare ARCANE wheel form, the trigger condition is when an Arts Infliction is applied on an enemy, she will then deal nature damage and apply another stack of Arts Infliction of the same element, and applies a stronger nature and cryo susceptibility on enemies, scaling with her will. In the end, it will also apply and will also slightly pull nearby enemies. The ultimate will create a giant array that deals nature damage in a big area, and when hitting enemies within this array with a finisher or final strike performed by the control operator, the array will unleash a cluster strike dealing AoE damage. This effect can trigger up to 2 times. Once you trigger this effect 2 times, you can trigger a special ultimate that deals natural damage to enemies in an AoE. Under ARCANE Intellect form, casting the ultimate, you will also forcibly apply Corrosion to all enemies in an AoE, and the second sequence of ultimate will have a huge multiplier up to 1440%. While in ARCANE Will form, when casted the ultimate, it will apply another Arts Infliction stack of the same element to enemies with the Arts Infliction in the AoE. Pulling recommendation is a must pull for different reasons.
She's a must pull! Oh my goodness, chat! Literally KyoStintv in 4K HD said Arcane is a must pull, bro. What? What a must move, bro. I'm so right, bro. I'm literally about to break my free-to-play status because KyoStintv forced me to move for Arcane because she is a must move, right?
First ever character with double skill sets who can cover DPS and support role. As a support, she can fit into any arts team. As DPS stance, she can solo carry just as effectively like other top tier main DPS. So for veteran players, she's very flexible for your arts squad. While for new players, she's great for early game progression and can easily solo carry the team. An absolutely must pull. Weapon recommendation in this new 1.2.
Bro, whenever like guide makers, right? It is almost like a taboo. Bamboo. It is almost like a taboo to say a unit is a must pull. Because it is very easy to catch flag for saying like, oh, so and so, this guy maker said she's a must pull, and then like, oh my god, like a couple of months later, she's completely fucking user. Oh, but this guy maker says she's a must pull. So most of the time, guy makers will never really use like extreme languages. Like either must pull or must skip is like is low key like the pomoy of guide makers. So if you say something is a must pull, it legitimately must be like, oh my fucking god, bro. Like she can suck my dick in real life if she's gonna be a must pull kind of situation, right? Okay, but
for version, the 2 new RC unit weapon fits her.
Okay, I never ever, bro, chat, I've literally never ever said a unit is a must pull. I always say it depends. It will really be based on your team building roster, right? At least in like God Real, right? No unit is a must pull, right? So like for example, my analysis for Himeko Nova is that you should consider, right? You should consider Himeko Nova based on 3 conditions, which is you need a 3rd team, you skipped Elation Flagship, and you are willing to dedicate at least E2 as on Himeko Nova in the long run of her gameplay, essentially, right? I did say, nope, I never. I said ARCANE is a really, really good pull because you can one-shot enemies. Okay, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Even if I said ARCANE was a must pull back in those days, bro, look at how well ARCANE aged. Bro, she's better than Fei Xiao, bro. Bro, she's literally the best version 2 DPS by a huge margin, right? So there was actually no lies over there. It is what
42 Solemn Phalanx and the new battle skill weapon Junction Point. They mainly differ in raw damage numbers, but the signature weapon is still the best, so if you can get it, it will be the best option. If you don't have these options, Oblivion is a good option for DPS Arcane. Detonation Unit is good for support Arcane. Anyways, comparing the 2 new weapons, based on theoretical calculation and practical testing, Max Pot Battle Pass weapon performs approximately 90% compared to her signature weapon, while with Pot Zero Battle Pass weapon,
to be fair, you know what, this is a pretty good point as well. Which is, Or Knights Enfield's free battle pass. It literally is a free battle pass, right? Because you should be using your Ori geometries to like go and unlock the free battle pass. It is a pretty close gap between the signature weapon and the free battle pass weapon. Whereas for most of the other like market substitutes, it is usually more than a 15 to 20% gap. And generally speaking, battle pass weapon is just like it's just not that crazy, and it takes a very long to add.
To 85% compared
free
to
if
the
you play the
signature
game,
one. Gears
absolutely, just play the
recommendation.
game.
She will
Just
have
play the
two
game.
different sets of gears based on her role. DPS Arcana will go with the new Hot Work set, with Hot Work Exorig, new Hot Work Hands
10%
PPE,
gap.
and a
Why
new
is
Hot Work
that even the
Insulation
gap
Slab.
even?
Intellect will bonus
What
matches
the
her needs
fuck?
perfectly, and since DPS Arcana can apply corrosion on enemies almost 100% seamlessly, it matches the set effect perfect. In the end, it is recommended to swap one kit for Link's Slab. While going for support Arcane, go with the new Eternal Xenomite set, with the new Eternal Xenomite Light Armor T1, Eternal Xenomite Wraps, and the two Eternal Xenomite Bracing Slab. The statistics will match her needs to stay in support form. The set bonuses matches her perfectly as well, since she applies a susceptibility very often with her combo skill and ultimate. Team compositions. She's gonna have a different team based on how you play her. So let me show you both ways to build a squad for her. For DPS Arcane, the team building logic is to have Arcane, and then a non...
Is she the first unit that actually doesn't need Ardelia Gilberta? Because that would be really good. We can just select on Zhao He. Oh wait, she can use this as well. Okay, my favorite part about Facial, right? Or like Arcane, is that I can actually finally start using Tang Tang. I have P1 Tang Tang for 10,000 years, and I have no user for anything, bro. So that is one of the biggest reasons why I'm like leaning into okay, but then again, also like I said, bro, we don't need so many teams in R Knight's Anvil, bro. Because R Knight's Anvil doesn't have 2-team, 3-team endgame content. So you could literally just run that one team for free 99.
Nature Arts Inflictor, where the last two slots are flexible. Just to go for two supporters who can buff her. The core mechanic of DPS Arcane plays around maintaining the long-time corrosion coverage to maximize the buffs, and frequently hitting enemies impressed by her combo skill using her battle skill to trigger high multiplier damage. That's why a non-Nature Arts Inflictor is required to trigger corrosion. As for the last two slots, just like I said earlier, is very flexible, but the main choice comes between those five. Ardelia as a universal.
Did you know if you give a sub or if you are subscribed right now, you get a free per
and extra natural infliction without consuming skill points using ultimate. Lino, who is not out yet, but from official livestream, we know she can provide sustain, attack buff, and natural buffs. So is potentially a very good teammate for DPS Arcane. Xaihi, who is very good as she provides a natural amp and can help applying cryo inflictions. Akikuri as a skill points recovery and a small buffer using the ultimate. The best squad will be this one: Arcane, Tantan, Xaihi, and Akakuri as a skill points recovery. Or maybe...
Oh, no, chat, we can literally run this team, bro. We can literally run this team right now. And we have that P1 Tang as a her, bro. Oh, look at though. Look at though. Well, oh my god. Oh, Jang. Oh, thank you so much for the gift us up. Enjoy your
more
pearl
damage than skill points
Enjoy your
recovery.
pearl.
This squad pairing Tantan and Xaihi can easily trigger permanent level 2 corrosion loop. Another easy free-to-play squad is this one: Arcane, Ulfgard, Akikuri, and Xaihi,
Wolfguard.
or another buffer.
Nah, just
Or
use
Arcane.
Tang, bro.
There is not much to talk about the support Arcane,
Oh,
as she
support
fits
Arcane.
perfectly in all cryo and nature squads. She performs very well in other arts.
Wait, you can use Arcane with Zhuang Fangyi. Oh. Oh. You should use support Arcane. Wait, I can use Zhuang Fangyi with Tang and Arcane. What? That is such a strange ass team, bro. Oh, wait. Per Lika for Zhuang. Then Tang for Yvonne. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Okay, so Per Lika, Zhuang, Arcane. Then last slot, I'm guessing... Okay, y'all can't see my fat face. Let me cover my face. Is the new unit coming out, right? Oh, chat, it is hard, bro. It is hard to decide like whether or not we should commit, bro. Because if we were to commit for Arcane right now, right, I think there's actually a very good chance we might not even get ourselves the new unit, which is
as well. And the team building logic is this one. An Arts Striker plus a corresponding element Arts Inflictor.
I am hard.
For example, Levatain plus Akekuri or Camille or Wolfguard. Yvonne plus Tantan, Fang Yi plus Perlica, etc. etc. Third slot is Arcane, and the last slot is flexible between Sustain and another support. Support Arcane main job is to replicate and spread reactive infliction. The logic is very simple, as her only job is to support your main operator by ending one side infliction and applying debuffs to enemies. Best squad is this one, so Yvonne plus Tantan plus Arcane plus Gilberta. This is a squad with Yvonne who can simultaneously consume both Nature and Cryo Infliction, perfectly matching with the support Arcane, making this the strongest Cryo team. Or you can do Fang Yi plus Perlica plus Arcane plus Arclight or Sustain. Anyways, the squad building logic is simple with the support Arcane, like I mentioned earlier on how to build a squad. Let's take a look into rotations for different squads, starting with the DPS Arcane with her best squad. The basic rotation is very simple.
Why the fuck is he still using Gilberta, bro? Can people stop fucking using Gilberta? What is the fucking point of running this team if I still have to fucking kill? Oh my fucking god,
apply 2 stacks
bro,
of
like,
non-natural
just don't
arts
even make any
inflictions.
sense anymore, bro.
So in this case, a Tantan and Xaihi. So Xaihi can at the same time provide some buff using her skills, but it may take some time as you need to do few times the final strike. When enemy has 2 stacks of non-natural inflictions, trigger Arcane combo skill to apply imprisonment on enemy. Then use Arcane battle skill to hit the imprisoned enemy to trigger high multiplier damage effect. When having the ultimate, you can immediately use it to apply corrosion effect to reduce enemy's resistance. Then perform at the same time 2 final strikes. Consume the area attacks and Xaihi skill.
Oh, she can attack through the walls.
Apply another stack of Cryo Infliction with Tantan. Now use Arcane's combo skill. Use Battle skill to apply level 2 corrosion and deal high damage. At this point, every support's ultimate to buff Arcane. And finish with Arcane's special ultimate to deal tons of damage.
Tons of the bro, this is free. Whoa! Oh, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Tons
While the
of
showcase
damage.
using the free-to-play squad is this one. In this squad, the logic is the same.
I didn't even see what the damage was, but that was tons
easily
of
apply
damage.
2 stacks of hitting inflictions.
Wait, that was
with just 1 skill
500k?
point. Then just Arcane's combo
shit.
skill and then Battle
see.
skill to apply level 2 corrosion and deals high damage. Repeat this process to deal constant rotation damage.
Okay. I saw 1 million boyfriends.
When have the ultimate, just use the ultimate first to apply corrosion and start to reduce enemy's resistance. Akekuri and Wolfguard for double inflictions, then Arcane combo skill plus Battle skill for higher level corrosion. Buff using Xaihi or supporter in case you're not using her, and melt the enemy with Arcane powerful special ultimate.
What? 517,000.
While there are not much rotation to talk about for support Arcane, as you just activate her combo skill after applying an infliction to add another infliction to it, or using the ultimate to do the same effect.
Okay, so her support Arcane is basically fluoride in it. So it's like a infliction multiplier. And that's all she does the entire time.
And the striker to consume
Now,
damage,
here's our story tomorrow.
dealing damage.
just story
There is a
tomorrow.
very good rotation for Yvonne Arcane squad. This can also
Shit,
help
guys,
you
I
a
don't
lot in
have
your
Yvonne.
daily exploration and farming. Just start with Arcane Battle skill, then her combo skill. Use now Yvonne's Battle skill to consume natural
that's
infliction
nice.
and to a final striker to trigger now Yvonne's combo skill. That's it. Very simple and quick rotation to deal high AoE damage.
Oh, was it? Oh, so this is full pot Arcane showcase. All other units are just P1. Ooh. Also, bro, top down is so cute. She's so sweet. Okay. Oh. What are we not? Is he stalling? Why is he stalling? Oh, I guess you want to do like a nuke. Yeah. getting everything for the group. I'm gonna guess this is at 1, but it's P5, right? It's really P5. Okay. Tom, Gilberta. Alright, big boy. Oh, Zalgi. Oh, I see that. 800k! I see.
Well, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
Yay! But okay, that was a whoa, what the fuck is that? That is a really interesting little arcane showcase, right? How did you go like Wadio? I see, right? So with that, I will be seeing you guys on the Clips channel, and I'll be seeing you guys on the Clips channel. Chat, do we just pull that? Do we just pull? Are we convinced enough that she... Bro, KyoStintv literally said she is a must pull, bro. She is a must pull character. Especially considering we didn't even pull for Gilberta. Oh, she's a must pull. So we are gonna break free to play in the future. Oh. Okay, you know what, chat? We might not even need a break free to play. Because we could just get her in the next temple, right? We could just get her in the next temple. I bet.
You have cooled your last cool, my man.